An orc follows to the death.
Improved Housecarls and Hirelings mod for Skyrim Special Edition by Dr. Nukenstein. Mod demonstration video Lob. Now, Lob is the third of the 3 orcs that you can get from Largashbur after completing the Malakath Daedric Shrine quest there. So what are you good at? He is level 13, I'm level 11. His one-handed is okay. His archery and light armor. Block is okay. No magic. A little bit of sneak. Now let's look at him in the creation kit. Now the whole thing about Largashbur, the Cursed Tribe is the name of the quest. They are weak. Their leader is weak, and so their entire tribe is weak, which makes them weaker than a standard issue orc. He is 1.25 times the player's level because orcs are born to do it, but by comparison to orcs from other strongholds, he's weak. He was originally level matched to the player with a max level of 30. His original class was Combat Ranger. Now let's look at Combat Ranger. This class determines what skills will level up and by how much. So one-handed, archery is his top, block, and light armor, and sneak. I know it's odd for an orc to be a ranger, but there you go. Now originally, his combat style was set to default. I have no idea what that is. It is not default combat style as far as I know, because I can't find this to compare the two. So since he's a ranger, he's an archer, I made him combat style human missile. Combat style determines which method of attack you will use most. So ranger is going to use ranged attacks more than melee, and on like that. But he will, if available, he will use other attacks over melee. Magic, which he doesn't have. Shouts, which he doesn't have. A staff, if he happens to find one. Or go bare knuckles, if that's all he's got. There are, I'm sure, other considerations, such as, well, I do have a weapon, that does more damage than my unarmed, so I'm going to use the weapon. You're not likely to find a weapon that does less damage than your unarmed, unless you are equipped with something that increases unarmed damage output. Now, inventory. Originally, he came with a hide outfit and a steel war axe. I put all orcs in orcish and gave them all orcish stuff. So I gave him orcish war axe to replace his steel war axe. He came with no perks. I gave him one-handed perks and archery perks, of course. Perks pertaining to war axes. Hack and slash causes extra bleeding damage. He can use a mace or a sword. He just doesn't have perks for it. Which perks for mace is ignore a percentage of armor. Sword is a critical hit chance with a sword. Like I said, mace perks allow maces to ignore a percentage of armor, but that does not apply to war axes or swords. The sword perk does not apply to war axes or maces. The war axe perk does not apply to swords or maces. Right. Block perks, archery perks, and that's about it. Now, his outfit. Right, that's what I was going to go over.
Fine. Let's trade then.
What he's wearing is a vanilla outfit. It is in orc armor hooded. That is the name of it. It comes with no gauntlets. It comes with a hood like archers wear. It is heavy armor, even though his skill is in light armor. Now, racial bonuses do give him heavy armor, but his class dictates light armor. There is no light orc armor. And I wanted to put all orcs in orcish, and besides that, I found it very interesting that they actually did make this outfit. Our orcish armor hooded. Our armor orcish hooded. Comes with the hood, the ranger hood, and it's green to match, you know, orcish armor. So, I left him with that just to see, and it turns out he's pretty good. So no enchanted doodads. If I found some gauntlets that did archery, that boosted archery, I would probably give them to him. I will give him these. Just so he has a complete set. Why not? That's it.
Lead us to our next task.
So we've already seen Ogal and Ugor. And if you've already watched those videos, you know that orcs have a recurring issue where if they are targeted and the player is not, where's he going? Guess that was nothing. So see, he's being targeted. I am not. I am super sneaky hidden. If I close this door and stand up, they can't see me. He's well aware that they're kicking his ass, but as soon as I open this door, one of them targets me, or at least adds me to their to-do list, and yeah, you missed.
I fought worse than you.
I farted worse than you. So as long as I'm not hidden and they detect me, the orc is on it. Now, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is not an issue with my mod. I did not adjust anything. I would not even know how to adjust their that AI setting. I mean, there's no scripting here. Well, he used his archery. Whoop, another one. But, and none of the other mods that I have looked through them. None of the other mods that I use appear to affect orcs specifically, and their threat detection algorithm.
I'll tell you.
Now, he is a ranger, so I do want him to rely on
I've had enough of you.
ranger stuff. Let's get some mage light over there. That armor makes him blend in. So now it's an archer contest. Now you get up close, and they're going to do melee, which is actually how I would prefer everyone to
You can't win this.
use ranged for ranged attacks and use melee for up close. That's so loud. You're making people nervous with all that shouting. So, and as I said in the other videos, if you've seen them, the other Ugor and Ogal videos, this is, from what I've seen, exclusive to orcs. I've used all other followers in the game, and you know, of all different races, and so far orcs are the only ones having this issue.
I'll show you a real fight.
Took care of the mage. Hey, hey, hey. Party's over here, pal. Oh.
My blood's calm.
So he's level 15, I'm level 12. And look, he gets all his skills that will leveled up.
Go where the challenge is greatest.
I would like to see followers get the same benefit of skills leveling up through use. Actually, I need to see what governs that. See if I can give that to them. That way their skills are not just linked to the player, because I mean they will always be whatever level to the player they are supposed to be, if they're level to the player at all. But if their skills increase according to their class. Racial bonuses are only for starting levels. Initial bonuses, they don't get 10 points per level or 5 points per level just for that one skill that one time. So they would get now. What I have seen, though, is when I level up a skill, particularly conjuration.
You have a grim look. What is it? Show me.
Then
that is my task.
your followers' level in that skill also increases. I don't know if that's just with the magic or not. Okay, so he has looted the chest. Doesn't look like he scored anything particularly useful, like a battle axe or warhammer. No, he's oh. Okay, I was going to say he's stuck in that thing, but it looks like they're forcing him out of it. Now, if he can kill her, that'd be a great bonus.
I'll skin you alive.
But he's being pushed back into that. Oh, he pushed himself back into it. There you go. Get your way out of it. Get your crack out of my face.
I fought worse than you.
Oh, nice. Come on, dude. You can do it. Now, the other two did it without going into bleed out, so hopefully he will do it. But, I mean, a lot of it's battlefield luck. Who gets advantage, who holds advantage. And the other two did actually, wind up with two-handed weapons out of that chest that they could use. And made fairly short work out of these three. That's so loud. Boom. Yeah.
I'll show you a real fight.
You need to focus on her behind you. There you go.
You have a grim look.
Good job, Lob. What was that? Less than 20 minutes. Wow. They're like really good despite being weaker.
Fine. Let's trade then.
What did you get out of the chest? A dwarven dagger. I hear you. Potion. One-handed book. You could have read that book. You'd find a way to make them read books, skill books. So, okay, that's all we got. So yes, very good job out of Lob. Looked like he was about to go down, and then pulled a rabbit out of his hat and beat them to death with it. So, what can you say, really? I mean, yes, they did have the same AI detection issue, threat detection and recognition issue that Ugor and Ogal had. I have yet
Malakat, witness our deeds.
to figure out why, what causes it, and how to get rid of it. You just cannot get that light, can it? But like I said, I mean, it might just be a mod conflict I'm having that you won't. Hopefully, you won't when using this mod. there it is.